Hi guys, I'm Becky, my channel's What Beck Sews. Welcome back if you're a subscriber and welcome if you're new. Today's vlog is Friday Sews and I'm going to talk about what I've been up to with you. I hope you're all well, I hope you're all happy and I hope you've all had plenty of time to sew. Happy Friday. I am coming at you probably with quite a short and sweet vlog this week. I haven't done any sewing across the week. Well, that's not true. I have done some sewing across the week. There is a vlog coming out on Sunday that is a collaboration with another beautiful vlogger at 8 AM. And that is what I was finishing off this week. And I must say, spoiler, I wore it and I absolutely love it. So yeah, keep an eye out for that on Sunday. But that is the only thing I was sewing up. However, I have had some things, because you know this is me and I'm a bit of a shopaholic, come into my sewing room, and I thought I would share them with you. There's been quite a few destashes going on over the last few weeks. I know Rachel's done one, Tamlin's done one, Angela from Devon Thread Tales has done one, and I keep seeing them pop up and it's great, and I keep sitting there thinking I really don't need to add any more to my stash. In fact, if anything, I probably need to destash, but I'm trying not to. I do want to get through this array of fabrics, beautiful fabrics that I've got behind me. I don't know why I keep putting off sewing. Well, I do. I have been making boxes this week. That's one of the main reasons I haven't got any sewing done. I've been doing lots of work around the boxes because they're all due out next week. So anybody that has ordered the Jazz and Wow Jazz Under the Sun box, that will be posted out by the end of next week. And also it's the end of next week, it's Friday next week, that the advent calendars go up for pre-order. I had a few people message me. I know I mentioned it on last week's vlog, but a few people have messaged me about it, so I thought I'm just going to remind you whilst I remember. So yeah, that is next Friday. They will go up bright and early. They'll go up at 7 AM, and there will be a limited amount to pre-order, because I still want to keep the uniqueness of them and the one of the kind of them. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you'll know what goes into my boxes or my advents are things I try not to repeat in the shop, so they're usually one-off creations, so they're exclusive to you. So what's been coming into my room sewing related? Well, out of all of the destashes, I got pulled in well and truly by Angela from Devon Thread Tales. Now, what I will say with Rachel's, she's always got stuff that I want, but people are so quick to get to it, you usually miss out, which isn't a bad thing because I don't have the money to spend, because I did just spend a fortune on my turbo to get my car repaired. So yeah. But I did treat myself. Last Saturday, as I mentioned in the vlog, my stepmother had a very, very large operation to have a tumour removed, and the operation went really well. She's got a long road of recovery ahead of her. She's got chemotherapy and all sorts to happen next. But it was a really successful operation and I felt really good on Sunday. But on Saturday, whilst it was going on, because she was under for so long, I needed to distract myself. And I am an impulsive buyer. That is what I do. So let's talk about what I did buy off of the destash pages, shall we? Now, some of you will recognise some of this fabric. So this is what I bought off of Angela Devon Thread Tales. Now, I actually have, and I will try and remember to put it in, a Southport dress by True Bias that I made last year when I went on holiday. And I had it in this. Now, I did actually try this on over the weekend, the version that I had, and although it's wearable, it is rather large on me and I'm not sure that I can wear it. I've been reluctant to get rid of it because I do love it so much, and it is so beautiful because I just love this fabric. So it's kind of just sitting there in my wardrobe going, will I be worn, won't I be worn? And this is somebody who cleared out 5 bin bags of clothes at the weekend. So yeah, but I thought I'm going to order some more of this because I loved it so much. I really want to make something else in this fabric, because if I have to give that one up in my wardrobe that doesn't particularly fit me, I can then recreate something in this. Well, not recreate, but I can make something else in this fabric. So that was the reason for purchasing this. I obviously love red and purple, and I just think that this is an amazing fabric. It was really nice to work with. It was one of the rainbow fabrics from couple of years ago, I think. So that's the first thing I got off of Angela. The next thing I got from Angela was a red cotton twill, and I think it's got a slight bit of stretch to it. There wasn't a huge amount of this, if I remember rightly. I think it was like, I'm going to open it up because I can't remember. I'm sure it was only like 1.5 meters of it. Yeah, it's about 1.5 meters of it. Now, I don't think I'll be able to get trousers out of it, which is ideally what I would have liked. But I can get a pair of shorts out of it. It's got a little bit of stretch to it, which is quite nice, which means it's got a little bit of ease to it. But this is just a very me red, and I just thought it will go with lots of things in my wardrobe. And if I can get a decent pair of shorts, I will do. I mean, I would have loved to have made like a pair of Theas or something like that out of this. But I think a red pair of shorts will be perfect. Like I said, there's 1.5 meters there, so I will play with some pattern pieces before I make a final decision. But it's such a lovely weight, and it is a very good sort of trouser weight fabric. And that red is just so beautiful. So yeah, that was the other thing I just couldn't resist from Angela. Now, she had loads and loads of patterns listed on there, and they were really good patterns. You know, they're not I know often we tend to find on the destash pages that sometimes the patterns that get listed are the freebies that we get in the magazines, all the ones that I take to my socials sort of thing. But she did have some indie patterns listed on there. I will try and remember to link her destash page down below if everything hasn't gone, so you can go over and have a look. And she had 2 patterns on there, and I went for this one, which is one I've been wanting to make for a while. I was really torn because she had 2 closet core patterns on there, and I was tempted by the other one. I think the other one was the dungarees, that the set that they've got, and I love that, but I knew realistically I wouldn't get it made up. So, but this is the Fiona sundress pattern, and I think this is stunning. I mean, this would look great in a denim, a needle cord. I mean, it says the fabrics you can use is denim, twill, chambray, poplin, cotton sateen, linen, and stretch wovens and stretch sateens and denins. Now, we got a gorgeous stretch brocade in. That would be really nice in this, but I actually think this would be really good. I've got some cotton poplins. I've got, well, poplins and lawns. How can I get this out without pulling everything out? I don't think I can, but so this one here is a Lady McElroy fabric that I've had in my stash since the first time I met Adele at Birmingham Sewing for Pleasure show. And it's this gorgeous one here with the tigers all over it. I've got 3 meters of this fabric, and I have not made anything with it because it's just that beautiful. I'm terrified of cutting into it, but that would be quite nice. I mean, the only thing about this is there's quite a few style lines. I'd probably omit the pockets if I could, so you're not breaking up the style lines. As much as I love the pockets, you can then not break it. I'd have to not pattern match and go through all of that rigmarole to get it done. So yeah, I do think I really want to make this version here, so you can see you've got like this high back, not the crossover back, but this high back, and I think that would be a perfect sort of choice for that actually. So yeah, I've got that pattern anyway to give it a go. And I'm really looking forward to it. I suppose this is where, I don't know whether Andrea's actually made this. She's a tracer. This is where being a tracer comes in handy. The other one that I picked up is the Sorrel dress by Jennifer Lauren Handmade. I really like Jennifer Lauren Handmade patterns, and I thought I'm going to grab it because it's perfect for me for work, and it would work with a variety of fabrics. So this is the Sorrel dress here, so you can see. It's quite nice, isn't it? Definitely more work attire. It's got a bit of a 50s edge to it as well. I think depending on the fabric you make it in would depend on how it would look. It says here that I can't actually see because I don't have my glasses on, so let me just put them on so I can see what I'm looking at. So the Sorrel dress is suitable for a wide range of light to medium weight woven fabrics with some drape. Choose any of your favourite fabrics from cotton lawn, voile, poplin, linen, tencel and double gauze. Rayon and silks would make a lightweight and graceful sorrel while mid-weight denims would lend themselves to a more structured garment. Now this is quite interesting because I don't know if well, I don't know if you've seen it. I did a live on the Fabric Obsessions Instagram page, which was so scary. I was so nervous, but I did that on Wednesday this week, and it was me sharing some fabrics. Anyway, of course, that's what I was doing. But I was sharing some poplins that we've got in, and there is some beautiful poplins on there. One of them is called a Mystic Grove poplin, and we've just reordered in all three. One's a new colourway to what we've currently got in, but we've reordered in the black one, and the black one's the one I love the most. And I think I'm going to nab some of that and have a go at making this, because I don't use poplins very often. And I do have the odd few in my stash, but I don't have many. It's not one that I buy because I always worry about too much structure in a fabric. But these poplins are quite fine poplins. They're really nice weight. So I think that if I can make this up in one of those, that would be quite nice, particularly the Mystic Grove one. But I'll probably give it a go in one of the ones in my stash at the moment. I mean, I know that I would love a viscose weight version of these because I love viscose. I love the way it drapes. I love the way things suit me. I think if I did a viscose one, I certainly wouldn't put the pockets in because I think they would just hang in the wrong way. But hopefully you can see the line drawings there. Let me know in the comments below if you've made the sorrel dress. It looks like such a straightforward make, and I could also use it to show off some Jasmine buttons, and who doesn't want to do that? So they were £2. That was quite nice though. It was a bit of a deviation from buying fabric for a change. So I know I bought fabric as well, but you know, I 9 times out of 10 I buy fabric. Now the other thing that came into my sewing room this week is a gift from the beautiful Adam Sews. Now Adam is just so kind and so generous. He had made some embroidery earrings for the beautiful Ruan, who is the Yorkshire Sew Girl on YouTube and over on Instagram. Now Ruan is of course my fringe twin, my kindred spirit when it comes to fabrics, and you know, we're all about the red hair, so you know, what's not to love about the lovely Ruan. And he had made her a pair of sort of red and pink embroidered earrings, and I messaged him because I wanted to get his calendar, and he'd obviously sold out, and I think he'd had quite a few people contact him. And I said to him, oh, I absolutely love the earrings. Are you planning on making some to go into your shop? Because I would love to purchase them. And I've got a thing about handmade earrings, guys. I'm a beeline for them when we go to craft fairs, shows, anything like that. I will always look for handmade earrings. I really appreciate the art. I know I do it myself. Obviously, I've got a huge stash of my own, but it's so nice to purchase and see others. Now Adam wouldn't let me pay for these, but he did make me a pair, and he sent them to me, and he wouldn't let me pay for them. But these are just beautiful. They are the same as Ruan's, because I did say, could I have red and pink, because I really wanted red and pink, and I'm hoping you can see them. They are just so pretty. And they're so delicate as well. I'm going to have to change the fixing on them because my ears are reacting to them for some reason. And they shouldn't be, because they look like they're sterling silver. But they are absolutely gorgeous. So I wore these. I will pop a little video. I mean, I'm wearing the Hope Style Arc dress in here. I've been doing a week in the life of this week. So there's lots of different footage in that week of the life of. But I've got the earrings on. I wore them to work earlier this week. I had lots of compliments about how colourful I was, how well matched I had put the earrings to them, because the Style Arc dress that I was wearing was in a beautiful Beyond the Pink Door fabric that I got in one of my subscription boxes. And yeah, I just love the way that they paired and tied in with the pinks and the small pieces of red in there. I know Rowan's also made a dress in that same fabric. I wonder if she'll pair the earrings too with it. So yeah, I love them. So thank you so much, Adam. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm of course gutted about the calendar. But yes, I'm still looking for calendars. I think I've had one comment to say the Dahlia Sew Society, they release a calendar as well, which I am tempted to give a go. I would like to see if anybody in the UK is doing any as well. I would like to buy 2 calendars this year. And yeah, because it's part of not just an absolutely wonderful surprise, but it is part of my content that I create over Vlogmas. And like I said, it would be really nice to have a couple of different calendars. I'm still holding out hope that there is one that I want that's going to be coming. I'm hoping that Andrea from the Beyond the Pink Door does an advent calendar this year. So I'm just holding out hope for that. I have had both my subscription boxes come in the last week. I don't know whether I said last week, but the So Confident box, I have actually cancelled my subscription to that. I messaged Jenny, and it's just because I've not made anything up. And it's not anything against what she's sending me. A couple of the patterns haven't been my cup of tea in the last couple of months, which is always the risk that you take with a subscription box. But then, you know, for the first 4 months, the patterns were absolutely outstanding, but I haven't had a chance to make any of those 4 up either. I still got the bits in my stash. They will happen at a later date. So I've cancelled for the time being. I'm not saying it's a forever cancel, but I have cancelled that one for the time being. My Beyond the Pink Door one came in. I haven't got it to hand because I've actually put the fabric in the wash to wash, because it is a beautiful linen that came, and it was these gorgeous sort of tie-dye colours. It was lovely. I was actually kind of gutted because Andrea always thinks about the vloggers when she puts the fabrics in, and she would have thought about me, and I know exactly why she put this colourway in for me, because it's the reds and the greens, and that would traditionally be the colourway I would go for. But there was a blues and purples one that I also really loved. So but yeah, that is in the wash, so I'm annoyed that I haven't got it to share with you. I was looking everywhere for it and I was like, I've put it in the washing machine. So yeah, I haven't got that to show you. But I do love my Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink subscription box. That one won't go anywhere. I think that one's just so affordable, and Andrea's just got amazing taste. Andrea's recently done a exclusive summer range, and I've been seeing people post on their stories because I hadn't purchased it, and I'm getting serious FOMO, and I've put it in my basket several times. There's an animal print one in particular, and then there's a pink and I think it's pink and red or pink and orange, I can't remember which colourway, but there's another beautiful one there that I absolutely love as well, and I haven't gone for either of those. They're sitting in my basket, but in the same token, I'm looking around me going, I have got so many fabrics. And I think because of the fabric obsession, I've got so many fabrics coming in, and there will be some out of that I will make up, that I've been reluctant to order them, but I really feel like I'm going to have to order at least one of them because I love them. I also saw that Andrea was putting out a call out for ambassadors. I mean, like, my dream job would be to be an ambassador for Andrea. But I felt I haven't applied because I didn't know whether it would be a direct conflict with me now selling fabrics, and also if I'd have the time to be able to justify being an ambassador, because she is by far my most favourite fabric shop. Her taste is just impeccable, and I can go on and want to put pretty much everything in my basket. That's the sort of taste that she has. So yeah, I haven't applied for that. I'm still umming and ahhing, so I know this till the end of the month, and you've still got to get it even if you do apply. But yeah, anyway, right, what else has come into my sewing room? I do have 2 more bits to show you. One is a vintage purchase. Now, this is something that the lovely Sally, who is the Staffordshire sewist, she's on Vinted all the time, looking at fabrics, looking at the fabric godmother boxes that sometimes drop on there. So there is a couple of sellers that put on there their fabric godmother boxes that if they don't like them or it's not for them, they'll pop them on to sell. I have had 4 meters, and I thought this was a bargain. So Sally shared a link to this Eco Vero viscose. It's the Joni print, but it's the black one, and it's just beautiful. Now, I've had the green one, and I ended up destashing it because I think the green wasn't quite the colour palette that I would wear, but this one I would definitely wear, and this one is a viscose, so it is one that has all the beautiful drape that you want. And there's 4 meters, which just opens up the pattern pool as to what I can make this into. And it was £25, guys. £25 for 4 meters of this fabric godmother fabric. So I'm really pleased I snapped that up. I don't know if any of the ladies know that I snapped it up at the Staffordshire Social. You do now. If you went on to look, you should have been quicker. Because I'm very happy with my purchase. Sally didn't purchase this, and she would have done. She wouldn't have shared it if she wanted to purchase it, is the way I'm looking at it. So yeah, I'm really pleased I bought this. It's got reds, pinks, yellows, lots of different colours that I can wear, but it's on this really nice dark background. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And that I pulled that out of the washing because I put that in the wash to share with you. The other one's actually in the machine, which is why I couldn't pull that out. The other thing I wanted to share with you is something that is in the Fabric Obsession shop. It's absolutely gorgeous, guys. I have a very small piece of this. Sometimes the bolts come a little bit wonky, and when they do, you've got to just straighten it off. And I just thought I'm going to cut myself enough off of this to make up a bestie bag. And this is really lovely, fine needle cord. And it's animal print, and it's just beautiful. I'm hoping you can see how lovely this is. But yeah, I'm going to make up a bestie bag in this. I'm going to try and find a strap colourway that ties in with one of these rather than having a black strap on it. But it is a very fine black needle cord. It would make a beautiful pinafore. I can really see the Tammy Handmade Margot pinafore in this. Is it Margot or Margot? Margot, I think is how you say it. And I think that would look lovely because this has got a nice bit of drape to it because it is so lightweight. So yeah, I have snapped this up just as a off cut, perks of being a business owner. And I'm going to make a bestie bag. There's enough here to do that. In fact, there's probably enough here to get 2 bestie bags out of it if I wanted to. But yeah, and I need another bestie bag. The reason I need another bestie bag is because the denim one that I made, I must have been really bad making it because I know I was making it up quickly and it's all ripped and what have you, and that's not a reflection on the fabric that I was using because it was a really sturdy denim. It's definitely a reflection on the person that was sewing it. But I literally use my leopard print one every day in my ace denim. It's my go-to bag. It's the only bag I use. And the problem is it doesn't go with everything that I wear. I mean, I know that leopard print is a neutral, but it doesn't go with everything that I wear. So I really want to make a black one up that's got loads of different colours in it because then it will sort of pull into my day-to-day wardrobe. And it's still leopard print, so, you know, I need that in my life. That's it from what's come into my sewing room this week. I really thought this would be a lot shorter than it actually is. We're still 22 minutes in. I just want to say thank you so much for all the beautiful comments that I got last week for my stepmother, the well wishes. Willow is doing a lot better. She has been out to see some friends this week. She's taken back on clients because she does nails. So I'm really, really pleased to see her starting to come out, starting to really improve. She's still struggling with tiredness a bit, but she's so much better. So that's one nice thing, moving in the right direction. And like I said, the operation was successful, but I got loads of beautiful comments that I didn't expect, and I just appreciate it. So thank you. I also had a couple of coffees bought for me on my Kofi account. You know who you are. I really, really appreciate it. I haven't had a chance to go back and reply in my Kofi account, and I will get that done at some point as one of my life admin duties. So thank you so much. Couple that I did get bought, one of them has bought me a coffee in the hospital when I was up visiting her earlier this week. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much for everybody that's watching. Any of the companies, destash pages, places that I've bought things from, places that I've mentioned during today's vlog, I will leave links down below to all of them. I will also link Andrea's new exclusive fabrics if she's got any left in stock, so you can go over and check them out, because obviously I haven't talked about them, but hopefully I've pinched some pictures to share them as I've talked through what they were. I'll leave links down below to all of them. Thank you so much for watching me this week. Have a fantastic week, guys, and I'll catch you all soon. Mwah!